Hey guys, Marsinkin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are, I was going to say last but not least, but I actually do kind of think he is the worst out of the four EZAs, but we're going to be looking at TEQ Super Saiyan Bardock today. Obviously full level 10 links. I've built mine with a mix of additional crit and dodge. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to use them all that much, so I don't know if I really need to revise his build, but he raises attack and defense for one turn, does supreme damage and seals super attacks, so obviously additional supers would be good for his overall stats. He changes STR orbs to TEQ, which is good because it means you can kind of like plan ahead, right? He gets attack 130 and defense 180. He gets an additional attack and defense 30% per TEQ sphere obtained, additional 18% if it's non-TEQ key spheres. He has a medium chance to launch an additional super if you pick up 3 orbs, and a 50% attack buff and guaranteed crit if you pick up 8 orbs. But the problem is going to be, see, we could get 9 orbs here, but then they won't be TEQ. Or we could get 5 and they will be TEQ. So, because they give like double the buff, practically. Actually, I think it's because it's not quite double. It probably is still better to get 9 non-TEQ orbs than 5 TEQ orbs. So let's grab these and see what that puts him to here. So he's at 322k, and then he's going to super and get 30%, right? So let's see if we get any of these. Although I suppose he's going to get a guaranteed crit. Let's see if he gets... and the 50% attack buff. We'll see if he kills him and then whether he gets that additional or not. So 4.87. We have no support on the rotations apart from defense from STR Carnival Goku. And then we do get the additional, so he goes up to 5.1. So, I mean, he's rocking, what, just over 400k defense after a double super, which is okay. His biggest problem is that he is a nuking style unit, right? So that means you need to get orbs with him, otherwise he's just not going to look good. And on situations like this, where we're running the Bardock team, where we obviously really want to get a certain amount of like rainbow orbs with the Bardocks, if I do this, that's going to drop down the TEQ orb, isn't it? Man, I was going to be able to save so many TEQ orbs on this rotation, but I guess I'm not going to now. Right, we'll do this, and then, man, I can't even get the 2. Well, that's unfortunate. Too many orbs. Well, there you go. So let's see what we end up with next turn. There are a few STR orbs on the field, so maybe we can still end up with a decent amount, but yeah, that is unfortunate with the orb changing there. Now the other downside as well, because we're running him on the TEQ Bardock 200% meter skill team, the other problem that we could have is, because for the first few turns Bardock creates rainbow orbs, then depending on the layout of the rotation and whose passive is activating first, TEQ Bardock could create, or TEQ Super Saiyan Bardock could create all the TEQ orbs, and then TEQ Dokkan Fest Bardock could turn all of the TEQ orbs into rainbow, which would be unfortunate, right? Because then you can only pick up like 4 or 5 of those at most with the TEQ Super Saiyan Bardock. So then that is not going to be a particularly productive turn, unfortunately. Alright, so we can get a decent amount of orbs here. We've got the support from Tora. We share 4 links with Carnival Goku. We only pick up Saiyan Pride, which is a good attack link, but yeah, we're 1 shy of getting the 8 orbs, but 7 TEQ orbs puts him to 393k. And he's getting a lot of support on this turn, so that's not necessarily the best. Obviously, he's not supposed to be a slot 1 unit, but we keep getting into this situation where the enemy's on low HP when he attacks, so obviously Carnival Goku would just kill if we put him in slot 1. So we get the crit anyway, then we get the additional from the passive. I mean, the numbers that he's putting out are okay. The only problem is, like, he's not a support unit. So in terms of like what is he doing for the team, he outputs damage and then that's it essentially. So ideally he needs to be, if you were going to run him, in his best situation it's that he's going to be on main rotation, because he's just there to do damage and he orb changes. Now, having a floating orb changer obviously can be good for the team in general, but I don't think he's a unit that is quite good enough to be on main rotation. Like, I've done the showcases for all the other Bardocks at this point, and like fully built up, which can be RNG related depending on how many supers you get, the Super Saiyan 2 Bardock is putting out more numbers than this guy. Even on the turn we've seen where we picked up 7 orbs. Now, if we can actually get 8 tech orbs, then that's going to be different, right? Because not only are we getting the big buff from the fact that they are tech orbs, but getting an extra 50% attack when you get the 8 orbs is pretty big. Oh, he's not going to kill him, is he? I'm getting stuck in this really awful loop of not being able to finish off the enemy before the tech Bardock rotation. Although my Goku is built full additional, so could we get an additional maybe? Oh, of course not. Of course not. Oh, wow. Great. Yeah, I did not set the orbs up very well for this one. Well, I guess we'll just have to do this. I don't think this STR Carnival Goku has actually taken any hits yet, which is unfortunate. But alright, so should finish off Oceanus here. Yeah, Tech Bardock not getting much of a chance to shine in this one, but like the fact that he has no permanent build-up or anything like that, I think is unfortunate as well, right? He raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and then being a nuking-style unit, his entire passive and like his entire performance relies on picking up a certain number of orbs, which then obviously if you're not able to do for a multitude of reasons, then you're going to have a bad time. So I need to get 2 rainbow orbs for you, so you can at least get the defense. Not getting the guaranteed crit's not the worst thing in the world. And then if I do this, see, now we've saved a lot of tech and STR orbs on the field, so we should have a decent amount of tech orbs that we can pick up for Bardock on the next turn. As long as we don't one-turn this in Shenron, but I think he has a fairly decent amount of HP. Well, I say that, and then of course, fully built up Fasha is can be quite the machine, especially with the support from Tora. So yeah, she takes double digits from this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then Tech Bardock is effective against all types. It's not going to crit, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, well fortunately, 55% Tora isn't going to kill this guy. Funny how we have gotten into this situation almost every single turn now, where we just keep coming into the rotation with Tech Bardock and the enemy's almost dead. But, you know, it is what it is. Fortunately, though, I guess, if we changed phases, we would have lost all of those orbs that I created, but alright, so how many do we actually get? So we can get 8 there, and 7 of them attack. So we are getting the 8 orbs. And then that's putting us to the 365k. So yeah, 365k, that's just not really good enough, is it? For a unit that, how often, unless you do get a really good like orb field change, how often are you realistically going to pick up 8 orbs? So and that's 5.6 million, that's with the extra 50% attack from his passive. Getting the guaranteed crit is nice, but yeah, I feel like 7 orbs is way too many. Let's see, we don't have the scouter effect here. I think what I would rather do... In fact, let me see, can I set up a really big nuke turn? No, because there's not really any STR orbs. Because I was going to say, I should have bought a nuking item, but I was going to say, if I double Whis here, and then just do... I don't even really want to get rid of the STR orb, but I can do this, and then get rid of all of these. See if some more STRs or tech drop down at the top. And then, yeah, we'll see what the orb changing is going to be on the next turn. See if we can get a decent amount for Tech Bardock. Because, again, Tech Bardock, we don't really want to put him in slot 1. I'm not going to get the nodes here because I don't want to do too much damage. Because with the double Whis, we obviously can't take damage. So I'll go ahead and put the Carnival Goku in slot 1. Because he does give allies an attack buff. Well, actually, I say that. I might not be able to, right? Because... gonna need to pick up all the tech orbs with Tech Super Saiyan Bardock, but yeah, he definitely, like, even though this hasn't been the best run for him in terms of the RNG, getting the best rotation setups and stuff, he definitely by far feels like the most underwhelming out of the 4 Bardock EZAs. I just don't see where you would use him outside of like Battlefield when you're making your super tech team or something. Like, when are you realistically going to use him? And as a floater, he's not creating rainbow orbs. I think I might have misspoken and said that earlier, but he's only creating tech orbs. And then if you're using him as a slot 3 float, like say on the Powerful Comeback team, and you've got Tech Carnival Goku, you could give all those orbs to him, so he's getting like 24 key every turn. But then if you're picking up all those orbs with the first or second slot character, then you've got to be careful, because like what orbs are going to be left for Bardock at the end? And then he's got to deal with trying to get... Oh, if only he had one more key. I'd have been able to get the 18 key super, which buffs allies attack, because he doesn't buff the allies attack on his 12 key super, does he? It's only on the 18. That is unfortunate. Do you get... I think you get extra links from Tora though, right? So we can leave you in... Yeah, you get Saiyan Pride active. So I'll grab this one for you. And then, let's see, that's 10 with, what, 7 tech orbs. And that's 9, but they're all tech orbs. So that is that better? Because that's what? If that's 7 tech orbs, we're getting 3 non-tech orbs. So that's, what, nearly 60%. I think that is actually better than just getting... Though 2 tech orbs is literally 60%. So I think it is better, yeah. Maths is hard. Alright, there we go. So we'll get these. 432k. See, all of the other Bardocks that we've showed off so far get up to more defense than that. And that's with us getting the most possible orbs we could pick up for him. So I do think that, unfortunately, the TEQ Super Saiyan Bardock just doesn't really hold a candle to the other ones. Like, I can and will make team builds going forwards where I would use the other Bardocks, but I don't know about this guy. 7.6, this is the best we've managed to get him to, with the most orbs and like a 60% support unit on the rotation, and that's what we got up to. So whilst that's not terrible, that's the one and only turn that we've seen where we managed to get him that high. If he was doing that every turn, then maybe he would be a bit better, right? Especially with the getting guaranteed crits. I feel like the extra attack buff and guaranteed crits should have been like 6 orbs at the most or something. 8 feels way too, like, difficult to achieve, right? I feel that's a little bit much, but let's use the active skill to get you out of here and then go into this one, see if we can get one more turn here. Well, actually, there was a lot of tech orbs, and then we can get these with you for the attack buff. Okay. So then, oh no, let's do that. Are you kidding me? He's locked. Oh my god. And we don't have the Whis up now either. Well, I just have to hope he doesn't kill Bardock. So we'll do this, and then that's what, 13. Oh, that's 10. Yeah. So we'll do this. All right. So big buffs here for Bardock. Now we don't have a support unit, but we are going to get the attack buff from Carnival Goku attacking in slot 1. So as long as they don't kill, because I don't think we didn't get 24 key with him, did we? So he's not going to get a guaranteed additional. He could still additional, but yeah, good. Okay, there's no way we kill him in one turn now. If Carnival Goku and Bardock had double supered, I guess either way they're not going to kill him before we get to the Super Saiyan Bardock at the end. And he supered Carnival Goku, so that's perfect. So I'm not going to die here either. So what do we get now? No support, but the most orbs that we've picked up. Well, a little bit of support from Carnival Goku. Yeah, 8.3. So, I mean, he can get up to some decent numbers, but we really had to kind of like play around and actually get those turns. And then if that additional goes off from his passive or from the hidden potential, then, I mean, yeah, he does do a decent amount in one turn, but we really had to work to like get him to that. So I'm definitely nowhere near as impressed with him as I am with the other Bardocks that we've shown off so far. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Do you think TEQ Bardock is the worst of the 4? I think there's not really much argument that he's not, but let me know your thoughts. Where would you use him? Let me know down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.